Hi everyone, this is Sumit K. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to cover and see how to set up a VPN connection across the clouds. So, in my screen, you can see that on the left hand side we have a AWS cloud, and on the right hand side we have a Google cloud, and in between we have internet, right? And how do we set up a VPN connection between them, right? So this is what we are going to demonstrate here, and this is going to be a practical lab. Last In my last video we have covered VPN connection. I think we have implemented the VPN connection between the two VPC within the cloud, within the Google cloud. And the steps, the process was pretty easy, because we are creating a tunnels within the like between the VPC, but in the same cloud. The same process we will follow here also across the cloud, but on the AWS sites, the name of the VPNs or all this fancy name will be different. So overall the process is same, the steps are same, but you will see a few difference. Okay, and we are gonna create a HA VPN. So on the AWS side, you'll see we have four public IP, and on the Google side we have two interface. Each interface has a public IP. So on the AWS side, we already have a AWS VPC created, and we already have the subnets created. The route tables are created. The internet gateways are already created, right? What we are going to create, we are going to create the virtual private gateway. Okay, and we will create a customer gateways, and then we will create a site to site VPN connection. Okay, we'll look into it. On the right hand side we have a Google cloud, where we have already a uh, VPC is created, and we have subnets also created, and some firewall rules. Okay, so what we are going to create, we'll create a HA VPN, and then we will configure a peer gateway with the AWS cloud. Okay, so one more thing which I would like to mention here, that I already have a AWS cloud login account. I already have a Google cloud login account. So you will see some of the services like VPC subnets are already created. What are the remaining things that we will implement in this demo, like VPN routers interface? Same here, we have VPC created. We will create a virtual private gateway or transit gateway. Okay, and then set up the VPN connection. One thing to notice there, on the right hand side we have two interface, and one interface can have two tunnels. Okay, and similarly we have second interface into one which can have two tunnels. It's up to you how many tunnels you want to create, but we will create since we are creating the HA VPN, so we'll create two tunnels here, and two tunnels here. Okay, and for more information, if you would like to see more information, more detailed information around it, Google has published a nice document which you can refer it. I'll send this link in the YouTube description. Okay, so this architecture I have taken it from this document only, and if you see and scroll down, you'll see all the steps how to create the HA VPN gateway, but using the Cloud Shell. So I'm not going to cover this demo with this command line, because it is going to be a more confusing. uh, Maybe after that, you can get your hand dirty with these commands, or you can also create it with the Terraform code as well. But before this, before you go with the command line or Terraform code, you need to have a very detailed understanding of each and every component of the VPN tunnels or VPN setup. Okay, So don't worry about that. We will cover this in detail, and we will see how the connectivity works when we set up the VPN connection. We'll also install or create VMs on each cloud, and then we try to connect or try to send a ping request between them. So we'll see that, right, how firewall rules, we will open the firewall rules, how those things are work together. So all right, let's move on to set up the VPN. Let's move on to my Google Cloud Console and AWS console, which I have already logged in. Let me show you. uh, So this is my AWS console. Okay, and this is my Google Cloud Console. Okay, if you are coming first time to my channel, or if you are new to VPN or Google Cloud Network, I would recommend you to watch my previous videos, specifically my VPN video, wherein I have implemented the VPN connectivity, and I have started from the scratch. So enough theory you can find in my previous video, to just kickstart, and then come back to this video. Then it will help you to comprehend each and everything what I'm going to perform now. All right, I'm gonna put the link into my video descriptions. You'll find the link. Anyway, so without wasting a time, let's get started. This is my Google Cloud Console. This is my project, and if you see, I have VPC, which I have already provisioned to just save my time. Okay, and it has a subnet which is in Asia South 2. Asia South 2 is a New Delhi region. The IP range is 10.255.192.0./24. All right. And what else? Okay, firewall rule. I'll show you later. Okay. Right now, there are few firewall rules, but I will delete it. And now let's move on to uh, my AWS console. So I have already created a custom VPC. Now this is the IP cider for range 10.1.00/16. And what I have done, I basically enabled this DNS host name. So make sure that whenever you create a VPC2, you must select this DNS host name, or else you can go to action and edit, and select this enable, select this DNS host name enabled. Okay, this is must. Okay, and I have also created a subnet 2. And this region, actually I'm in North California region. You can select any region. Okay, so if you see my subnets, uh, the range is 10.1 dot slash dot 00/24. And I have also a route table. So remember that all these things are already provisioned, just to save my time. Okay, but you need to create it, or you can already use if you have already provisioned resource. Okay, so in the route table I already associate my subnet. Let's see my subnet 2. And in the routes, you'll see this is the uh, local route. Okay, and this is the internet route, right? If you want to go to internet, you'll go by the internet gateway. So internet gateway I've already created here, IGW1, and associated with the VPC2. All right, so what you're gonna need to do, you first go to Google Cloud Console, and go to hybrid connectivity. Here you need to create a VPN connection. Sorry, first of all, let's connect router. Okay, so I already created a cloud router. right? It's very easy to create. You can I already created it. If you don't know how to create a cloud router, watch my previous video, right? So it's simple. I just named it cloud router GCP. This is the ASN number 65420, which which I given it to the my cloud router. You can choose any number between this. I choose it 65420 and make it default, advertise all the subnets, right? Now go to VPN. Now here we will start creating the remaining things. Okay, so my VPC is set up in both the cloud, my subnets are set up, and everything is set up, right? But my VPNs is yet to be created. So let's start from the Google Cloud Console. Create a VPN connection. We're gonna choose HA VPN. Okay, classic VPN is not giving you the high availability, and I think it also provides, yeah, static routing. So just so choose the first one. Let's make it VPN one. You can say, or let's say VPN uh, VPN gateway one. Simply, right? Select your network VPC one. Select your region. I am into New Delhi region. Select New Delhi region and create. Please watch carefully each and everything. I'm going to explain it. Okay, the moment you create the VPN gateway, it is gonna showing you all the details: what VPC network, what region, what is the VPN gateway name, and the interface. Remember, I show you the interface here. If you come here, I'll show you. There were two interfaces. Because this is HA VPN gateway, it has created two interface 0 and interface 1. So here's again, it has got two interface 0, which had got the public IP, and interface 1, which has also got the public IP 34, 124, 57, 67, and 236. Now, peer VPN gateway is where do you want to paired with. Now I want my in my Google Cloud Console, I want to paired with AWS, right? So what are you gonna do? Come to AWS cloud, and here you need to perform some steps. Okay, first of all, you come to customer gateway, right? Ignore those one. Create a new. Let's make it CG1. And here you need to give the ASN number of your cloud router of Google Cloud. Remember, we created the cloud router um, which has the ASN number 65420. Let me just cross check. uh, 1 second. Let me cross check here. 65420. Okay, so come here and give it the BGP ASN, the ASN of your customer gateway device, right? And then your IP address is gonna be the first interface, which is this. Okay, so put it here, leave everything default, create a customer gateway one. Similarly, create a second customer gateway. You have to define 65420. What was the IP? Let me just note down in my notepad. 236. Okay, this time it's 236. Make sure there is no space. Leave everything default. Create a customer gateway. So you have two customer gateways are created, CG1 and CG2. Okay, the BGP ASN number is 65420, which is the ASN number from the Google Cloud Router. Now go to, now we have to create a virtual private gateway, right? So create a virtual private gateway, make it VG1, VGW1, virtual private gateway 1. Okay, and here you need to assign a custom ASN. Just put it 6515. This is the ASN number of this, you may say, a cloud router in AWS. So just make it 64512. You can choose any number, right? I'm gonna go with default 64512, and then create it. So once it is created, you need it. You'll see that the state is detached. So detached, this is a detached mode. So you have to attach it. So go to action, you have to attach it to your VPC and attach to your, select your VPC and attach it. So it's gonna take a few seconds. Okay. So meanwhile, let's do one thing. Go to the route table, and here you'll see route propagation. Go to edit, and you simply need to enable this propagation, right? Why we are doing it? Because the moment you enable it, this subnets route table, routes gonna know like where to forward the traffic from for to which virtual private gateway. Let's say your VM wants to communicate to the VM into GCP, it has to know the routes, right? So how the traffic will flow. So routing is very important thing that play into this VPN. So so you remember that this is very important. You need to enable it, otherwise your connectivity will not work. So this is the one thing that you need to enable. uh, so see, this is enable. Yes. Okay, now you need to create a site to site connection. So your customer gateways are created, your VPG is created. Now you're gonna do to create a VPN connection. You're gonna create a two VPN connection, um, because we are creating because on the other side, on the Google Cloud side, there are two interface, right? So we are gonna create two VPN connection, which will create four VPN tunnel. So let's create a VPN connection. Let's say VPN AWS one. Okay. Uh, so right now I'll go with virtual private gateway. Transit gateway I'll cover in some other video. You can go with the transit gateway, but the steps, but transit gateway is something different. I'll cover this in a separate video. As of now, we virtual private gateway. So what was your virtual private gateway? VGW1. Now customer gateway. First select CG1. Make the routing option dynamic. Keep this local IPv4 and remote IPv4 blank. Now you have two tunnels. So I said once you create a VPN, each VPN tunnel will have two tunnels. So I have to configure it, right? How do you configure it? You need to come, you need to edit this. and you will see there are a lot of options that AWS provides for encryption algorithm, or phase one encryption algorithm, phase two encryption algorithm, integrity algorithm. We don't need all this all this algorithm as of now. So as of now, so for now, because it doesn't support by the other cloud, right? So that's why just go with AES 256 and remove everything. Okay, I'm gonna do this. If you go with the default option, like all the option, it might happen that your VPN tunnel will create a problem. So maybe your VPN connection won't gets up. So make sure that you select the required one. Select with IKE v2 version. This is the encryption algorithm. And now go to tunnel 2. Same way you can do it here. Oh, I think I have 456. Okay. All right. So everything is done. Just cross check. I'm gonna cross checking. Okay. Let's create the first VPN connection. So same way, create a second VPN connection. Time select customer ID 2, customer gateway 2, sorry. Make the routing option default. Same steps here. You're gonna select the one you need. Then go to tunnel 2, add it. All right, create VPN connection 2. So it is in pending state. You will see if you click on the VPN connection one, you'll see the tunnel details. It will show you down because the other part is not configured. We have to configure the peer VPN. So you'll see in VPN one there are this tunnel one, tunnel two, tunnel number, tunnel one, tunnel two, and then you get some IP outside IP address attached. These are the external IP address, and we have some inside IP address as well, and the status and the IPsec is down. Similarly, you'll see the similar details here as well. So let's see how much time it's going to take. Okay, meanwhile, let's go to the VPN connection. Sorry, I'm already in VPN connection, and here you need to select peer VPN gateway. You're going to create a peer VPN gateway. You can name it peer VPN gateway for interface. All right, and here you need to put four IPs. Now, what are those four IPs? Interface 0, interface 1, 2, 3. Those IPs are belongs to the AWS, right? And how do you get those? Let's finish this. The first one is available. So once your VPN connection status available, you you're gonna download this configuration, okay? And you have to select this generic, okay? Here also generic, select v2 and download it. Okay. Similarly, you're gonna select the second VPN, which is still in pending stage. Let's wait a couple of seconds. Okay, my second VPN connection is also available. Now go to download, go to generic, platform generic, vendor agnostic, and select IKE V2. Download it. I'm gonna rename them so that you can identify. VPN 2. Okay. So my VPN side-to-side VPN connections are done. Let's go back to the Google Cloud Console, and here we have four interfaces. The first interface is going to be uh, the outside IP address. We have to put the outside IP address. So there are two ways: either go to here and copy this outside IP address, or the better way, just we have downloaded it, right? We have downloaded the VPN configuration file. I'm going to show you. This is VPN 1 and this is VPN 2. Okay. So let's go with the VPN 1. When you open this VPN 1, you come to this IPsec tunnel 1, and here we have three items: hash 1, hash 2, and hash 3. Come to the hash 3, and here is the IP address, right? Sorry, it's 10 1352. One second, let me just cross check. 1352 10775. Yes, this is the IP. All right, so you're gonna take this IP, you come to the Google Cloud Console and put it here. Now again go to VPN1 file and go to your IPsec tunnel 2 hash 3, and you're gonna get second IP. Right? It's 1375 and 52 and end with 90. If you're gonna cross check, you're gonna cross check here. 1375 52 90. You can take it from here, right? Similarly, if you go to VPN, the third interface 2 and 3, you will find it in VPN2 file. So go to hash 3, copy this. Now go to IPsec tunnel 2 hash 3, copy this, create. All right, so peer gateway interface are done, and here you need to select create a 4 VPN tunnel. Select the cloud router that was already provisioned, right? I showed you in the beginning. Now here you will see four VPN tunnels, right? So we have to configure the four VPN tunnels. So come here. So each VPN, you'll see the first two VPN, will connect on interface 0, and third and fourth VPN, sorry, tunnel will be configured on interface 1. So you can cross check from the IP. 67. Here also you get 6067. Okay, there's those IP. Anyways, let's make it VPN tunnel. Let's make it VPN tunnel 1. Click on IKE V2 version, and here you're gonna paste the shared key. Now from where do you get the shared key? Come to VPN1 file, okay, and you're gonna go to up. This is IPsec tunnel 1. Here you'll get In the first item, internet key exchange configuration, you'll get a pre-shared key. Just copy this key. Make sure you don't copy the spaces. So make sure, so copy it carefully and paste it here. Done. Now go to your VPN connection, VPN tunnel 2. Name it VPN tunnel 2. Go to my file, come to tunnel 2. Here also, pre-shared key is different for different tunnels. Done. In tunnel 3, now this is my second interface, okay? On second interface. Now go to my VPN2 file, copy this pre-shared key, done. In tunnel 4, again, go back to your VPN2 configuration file, and this is the pre-shared key. All the pre-shared keys are different from each other, okay? So VPN tunnel 1, 2, 3, 4 are created if everything works or properly configured. So we're gonna see the status, okay? So let's go ahead and create it. So till now we have, I think, 60-70% work has been completed. So it's gonna take few minutes. All right, so the VPN tunnels are created, but you can see that these four VPN tunnel, one, two, three, four, and their corresponding VPN gateway interface, right? See, as I said, the first two tunnel got interface 0 public IP, and the last two VPN tunnels will got a interface 1 public IP. But just carefully see that BGP session is still not configured. It's saying it is not configured, so you have to configure the BGP session, right? BGP session is required if you want to perform a dynamically select the routing. So here you need to configure the BGP session on tunnel 1. Select BGP1. Just name it simple name. Peer now peer VSN. So here you need to give the cloud router ASN number. Okay. The peer ASN means the AWS side router ASN number. So let's go back to the okay, or let's go to the file. Oh no, not file. I already noted down. I think it's 64512. Let's confirm it here. Yeah, it's 64512. Okay. Can I put this PRASN? Make it default. Now here you have to allocate BGP IPv4 address. So either you go for automatically, but automatically you will face some issues. So don't do this. Let's click on manual. I'm gonna take the, so this is the IP, cloud router BGP IP and the peer BGP IP. So those IP are the inside IP address. Okay. To in order to confirm You can go to your VPN1 configuration file, screw up, and in the tunnel IPsec tunnel 1, come to your hash 3. In the beginning we used this outside IP address, but now here in the to in order to create the BGP session we need this inside IP. So virtual private gateway, your cloud router BGP IP is going to be your customer gateway. So copy the IP only, not the not that side notation. So put it here and copy the virtual private gateway IP as the peer BGP IP. Okay. So everything you can find, everything, whatever information you need to put, you'll find it in the downloaded configuration file. Just save and continue. Now go to VPN tunnel 2, go to your VPN1 configuration file. 1 second. Okay, I'm in tunnel 2. Select the select the customer gateway ID first. Oh, sorry, first name it BGP2 64512 manually. Now select this virtual gateway peer BGP IP. Save, continue. BGP3 64512. Now here, now as I said, VPN tunnel 3 and 4 belongs to your VPN 2 downloaded file. Okay, so you need to put the information from VPN 2. So I'm in VPN 2 now. Go to your IPsec tunnel 1, come to hash 3, copy this customer gateway and copy this IP, BGP peer IP. BGP4 64512 manually. Go to your file. The IPs are almost same. You can see that night 169, 254, 144, or 102. The difference between just the is the last IP, just the last number. Okay, so you can also put it like that and change it manually. Okay, simple. Now your BGP sessions are configured, and it's time to save it. Okay, if these BGP sessions are not configured correctly, you'll get some error. Okay. All right, so you can see your VPN tunnel status got established. Okay, you can see that the green check. BGP status is also established. This is your state, the interface ID 6767 for VPN tunnel 1 and tunnel 2, and 236 is for tunnel 3 and 4. Just click on OK. So the status looks okay, but let's check from the AWS console as well. What's the here? So let's check first tunnel detail. You'll see that the status is up, right? It took just few seconds. Wow, great. All right, so you can see your both tunnels in each VPNs are up, and your BGP status is also okay. You want to see more details, and you can find more details per tunnel, whatever configuration, whatever option that we have selected while creating the tunnels. You'll see over here. So how do we verify like the tunnels, if the tunnels are up, If the connectivity is okay, then we should connect from one cloud to another cloud, right? So to verify this, we have to launch an instance, right? So let's quickly create an instance. Launch instance. Just make it web 2, or just make it VM. Let's make it web 2. Okay, I'm gonna select my already created key pair name. If you don't have, you can create your own. Now here you need to select the VPC and assign the public IP just to SSH, and this will create a firewall rule. So as of now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say all traffic, okay, anywhere, just to simplify the cloud firewall rule. Or sorry, cloud firewall rule is a name that is a name on uh, something that we configure on Google Cloud. But here, this is called as security group. This is also a cloud firewall rule, but we call it security group in the AWS. Okay, and let's launch this instance. Meanwhile, go to your Google Cloud Console and launch the instance here as well. So make it web 1. Okay, select the region, select the smaller instance. Here you need to change the VPC. It is done. Create. Okay, one more thing I would like to show you here. Go to your VPC network. Come here. So I have some firewall rules which I created in when I was creating the labs. So let me just delete it first because I don't want to confuse you. So let's delete this. Let's delete this one. Let's delete this one. Okay. So right now you have only one firewall rule, which saying allow SSH from internet just to SSH into this instance so that we can test the connectivity onto the private IP, right? If everything is set, my tunnel is up, right? So my VM, the web 1 should talk to the web 2, right? Can send the ping request. So let's SSH to this machine, and here also my instance. If you see the public IP and you have the private IP, I'm gonna ping this private IP from my web 1. Let's connect this machine as well. Let's connect it here. By default, I have allowed all the traffic in the security group just to ease the demo. But in the real world, you have to restrict the traffic or restrict the security group rules. Okay, so this is the IP 10.1.0.152. What I'm gonna do, go to my web 1, which is in Google Cloud. So I'm gonna ping. All right, so let's ping from my Google Cloud VM to AWS instance. Ping 10.1.0.152. So what is going to happen? Let's see. So my VM is can talk to my VM, which is in AWS cloud, right? So you can see that it can send the ping request to the IP, which is the IP of the AWS EC2 instance. right? Because I have already allowed all the traffic while creating the EC2 instance in the security group. Okay, now do the reverse. Now we will ping from AWS EC2 instance to the Google Cloud VM. Okay, let me quickly see what is the IP of my VM in Google Cloud. This is the IP. Just copy it, and before this, I have, I think, already some firewall rules are open. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. So I'll show you. So let's just ping. Okay. Ping. See. So AWS instance can also ping to my Google Cloud VM. So both the VMs can talk to each other. I forgot to show you the one of the firewall rule which was already created on my VPC, right? So that was the firewall rule I have already created here, right? If you see this firewall rule, you'll see I have, select all the instance, and the source is my the IP range of the subnet from the AWS, right? And that's because this firewall rule is allowing the traffic from the AWS to talk to the VM in all the instance in the network, right? So this is what the demo that I wanted to demonstrate. Um, you can see if any of your tunnel goes down, right? If any of the tunnel goes down, then the other tunnels will take over it. So you are getting the high availability here, right? If you want to see, let's delete this VPN tunnel 1 and tunnel 2, which is on the interface 0, right? This is the public IP of interface 0. If I delete this VPN tunnel 1, tunnel 2, then my VPN tunnel 3 and tunnel 4 will take over it, and the traffic will continue to serve. Let's do this. It's gonna take 2 minutes, around 2 minutes. Meanwhile, go to your AWS console and see if your VPN one status, the tunnel status, what is the current status here? Still up. It should be failed. See, my tunnel 1 and tunnel 2s are deleted. See, tunnel 1 goes down, tunnel 2 will also go down in a few seconds. See, here I deleted the VPN tunnel 1, tunnel 2, and your VPN 1 from the AWS. Both the tunnel goes down, but your VPN connection are up because I haven't deleted those tunnel. Let's ping each other from the VMs. Let's see what happens now. Are they able to ping each other? Let's see that. Yes, they can ping each other. Let's check from my AWS instance. Yeah, my AWS instance can also ping to my Google Cloud VM. That is the beauty of Cloud HA VPN. Now, what happen if you delete this two tunnel as well? I'm gonna delete this. Let's delete it. And now see what is going to happen. See, we can see that my connectivity has been stopped. because of simple reason, right? My VPN connection tunnel has been deleted. Let's see the status here again. In a few seconds, this status is gonna. All right, so after few minutes, I see that this tunnel was also the tunnel status from the AWS side is also down. So as of now, my connectivity gets broken between AWS cloud and the Google cloud. So now there is no VPN connectivity anymore. Okay, so you see here, all the tunnels are deleted. So this is what I wanted to demonstrate. I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to make it as insightful and informative as possible. If you like this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends so they can learn too. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in next video. Take care. Bye bye.